Hello again. I'm sure that we are all aware that when black and brown men are arrested, the colour of their skin is the last thing that the police tell the public. Instead, they ask people not to speculate about the matter, which is usually confirmation that somebody who is not white is being held for questioning. I'm sure that we all of us remember the aftermath of the Southport tragedy when the information received was that the suspect being held was Welsh. This proved to be, to say the very least of it, more than a little misleading. The case is very different when a white person is arrested for something which might conceivably have racist or Islamophobic overtones. The speed with which the police then tell us about the suspect's colour is so rapid as to make one's head spin. So it is that when a man was arrested at a mosque in Manchester during Ramadan, we all knew immediately that he was white. Although there's no suggestion whatsoever of violent racism, Islamophobia, terrorism, or anything else, the Prime Minister was prompted to express his concern at the arrest, making a ghastly reference to Ramadan on X, saying, I know this will be worrying for Muslim communities, especially during Ramadan, time of peace and reflection. Yuck. The MP for the area, a Muslim, is claiming that it is Islamophobia stirred up by right-wing politicians. In fact, there's no reason at all to think that the arrested man was in the slightest degree hostile to Muslims or Islam. He allegedly had an axe in a holdall, but he was not waving it about or anything or threatening anybody. He was accompanied to the mosque by a black guy for whom the police are now looking. The whole thing is a storm in a teacup, whipped up just so that Islamophobia can be shouted and Nigel Farage accused of inciting violence. The fact is, from time to time, unstable men do take axes into places of worship, but there is seldom a racist element in such cases. 23 years ago, a man with an axe went berserk inside Waltham Abbey Church in Essex, smashing up some statues. It's just the kind of thing that happens sometimes. I certainly don't remember Prime Minister Tony Blair making a statement about the incident or relating it to a religious festival. After all, the attack in Waltham Abbey took place a couple of days before Epiphany. The truth is, everything connected with Islam is especially important, and we are all supposed to react with horror and indignation and express our fear about Islamophobia while showing that we are familiar with the religious calendar of that religion if anything happens in, near, or within earshot of a mosque. Ramadan is so important that it is always mentioned by politicians, newspapers, and so on to show how right on and pro-Muslim they are. It's mentioned far more than festivals and fasts of any other religion, including Christianity. Many Christians are currently fasting by denying themselves some foodstuff, drink, or other pleasure right now until Easter, and this being the season of Lent. Hands up anybody who has come across mention of Lent in their newspaper lately. Now hands up anybody who's seen mention of Ramadan lately in their paper. I rest my case. We are obsessed with Islam in this country. Why is a debatable point, but that it is so is not really open to debate at all.